Hello class 5, welcome to history lecture. We are continuing with our chapter Mahatma Gandhi, and our today's topic is the Quit India movement, with which we will come to the end of our chapter. So there we will see that what was the next movement of Gandhiji. We have already started the Gandhian movements and we have read about the Gandhi era. There we have seen that the period from 1920, 1919 or 20, 1919 Gandhiji came to India. From that time only it is considered as Gandhi era, and it continued till 1948, that is till the death of Gandhiji. This period is considered as Gandhi era, and in this period Gandhiji has given leadership to three important movements. Apart from other small movements, he has given leadership to three important movements. One was the non-cooperation movement, which started in 1919-1920. Then there was the civil disobedience movement, which started in 1930. Then there was the Quit India movement. So we will see about the Quit India movement, and there we will see this movement started in the year 1942. So what is the meaning of this word quit? Anyone can say what is the meaning of this word quit? Quit means to leave. So Quit India movement is like the challenging the British to quit or leave India to the Indians. Here we see that when the civil disobedience movement, though it was not completely failure, but they could not achieve Purna Swaraj or complete independence, which was the demand of the people in the civil disobedience movement. So in the Quit India movement, we see that Gandhiji was in a different mood. And during the Quit India movement, Gandhiji was not completely non-violent, though he followed all the non-violent method, but Gandhiji was in a different mood and he said, do or die. Karenge ya marenge, or do or die. This is what he said, which means that he is requesting all the Indian people to come and join in this movement to drive out the British at any cost. Even if they have to give their life, even if they have to take the means of violence at any cost, they wanted to drive the British out of India. And here we see that the people were much more confident because they have taken part in the non-cooperation movement, they have taken part in the civil disobedience movement. Now they are much more confident and they are ready to drive the British out of India. They are ready to take the power in their own hand. So in this movement also, though the main principle was non-violent, but Gandhiji urged the people to do or die. Here we see that it was a spontaneous movement. Spontaneous movement means it did not have any plan. Whatever came to the people's mind, they went on doing this movement, because the meeting was held on 8th of August 1942 for the Quit India movement, and on 9th of August, the very next day, all the leaders were arrested. Prominent leaders like Gandhiji, Jawaharlal Nehru, all were arrested on the very next day. So here we see the people who participated, the students and the women. Many people took part in this movement, and these people spontaneously acted without any leader, without any proper planning. They acted in any manner they could. So they are attacking telephone, telegraph wires, cutting telephone, telegraph wires, they are attacking the telephone, telegraph offices, they are attacking other British offices. So like this, spontaneously the people started the movement. They continued the movement for a long period of time, and we see that it is regarded as a spontaneous mass movement. Here we must remember about the 73-year-old Matungini Hajra. Matungini Hajra is also known as Gandhi Buri, because Matungini Hajra was so old, 73-year-old. She followed the path of Gandhiji and assisted Gandhiji in his movement, in all the movements. Especially, he played a prominent role. She played a prominent role in the Quit India movement. So you have to mention the name of Matungini Hajra, who played an important role in the Quit India movement. Also, you see that people in different places took different measures to force the British to leave India. Now this movement spread so much and it became so popular that now the British were really worried and they understood that they cannot rule in India for a long time now. So from this time, from 1942, the British became aware that their days in India is going to end sooner or later. So in the Quit India movement, we see that Gandhiji played an important role, and under his leadership, the people gathered, the people were united, and they started fighting or protesting against the British misrule. And this was the famous thing which Gandhiji said, that is do or die. So after this, you see, after this movement ended, the British started their negotiation with Indian people to transfer the power. Then we know that after this there was the Indian National Army struggle was there. Then there was the struggle of the Royal Indian Navy. So these struggles were going on. Then in the worldwide context there was the World War. In World War also Britain suffered huge loss and they ultimately decided to give independence to India because it could not they managed so much revolt and rebellions going on in India under Gandhiji's leadership. Then there was INA under Subhash Chandra Bose. Then there was the Royal Indian Navy's revolt. Navy also started revolt. All this shook the British and they decided to give independence to India as there was pressure from the world also. In the World War, America was also pressurizing Britain to grant freedom to India. So in these circumstances, what happened is that on 15th August 1947, India became independent, but India was divided, which was against the dream of Mahatma Gandhi. So Mahatma Gandhi wanted a united India, but somehow the British managed to convince other Indians to accept the divided India. So when India got independence, Mahatma Gandhi did not celebrate that day. He went to fast because he wanted a united India. As it was divided, Pakistan and India became two separate nations. So Mahatma Gandhi did not celebrate this day and he went on to fast. So immediately after the independence was declared, that is on 15th August 1947, immediately after this we see that riots broke out everywhere. Due to these riots, these were communal riots encouraged by some communal people. So religion wise, some people encouraged the Hindus and the Muslims to fight among each other. They gave fire to the religious problem, and Hindu-Muslim riot broke out in different places. So Gandhiji went on to fast and requested people to stop this fight among themselves. He requested people to be united. But we see that during this time he was not successful, and on 30th of January when Gandhiji was going on to the prayer hall, it was 30th of January 1948, Gandhiji was going on to the prayer hall to attend a meeting for requesting people to stop the communal riot. During this time he was already in fast, and Nathuram Godse shoot at Gandhiji and Gandhiji died. So Gandhiji died on 30th January 1948 while going to the prayer hall, and he was murdered by Nathuram Godse. So this is what we see is the Quit India movement, and after independence what happened to India and how Gandhiji was killed. So this is our lesson for today. Then we will start looking into the important features and question answer part from the Mahatma Gandhi's movements. Thank you for now.